Um, oh, and I just wanted to update you on what they're doing now. So Blossom Girls is partnering with She Votes Illinois as a group in their Power to the Period initiative to push legislation to combat period poverty. So just wanted to give you guys that update. And then we will go on. I know Dr. Rita is a busy woman. We will get started. And just a reminder that we are recording. And everyone, please put your name in the chat for me.
And if we want to contribute, we should say what?
Yeah, just put that. You can just put Blossom Girls in or BG in, and I'll have to try to figure out the logistics of getting that done, but we will get it done.
Okay. This is Joanne Allen. I'm dropping, but I definitely will contribute. Let me know, maybe I can tell you.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Or you can, yeah, that's fine. And you can send me a text, Joanne.
Okay.
Because I can't promise to remember anything today.
I got you, but put my name in the chat. So
okay, good. Perfect. Well, welcome to Friday Goodness on this fantastic Friday. Friday Goodness is part of St. Benedict the African Parish's On Time Guide online series, where we are exploring the goodness in our neighborhood, highlighting businesses and organizations in our community. I'm Susan Rashad, and today we are talking all things CBD with Wakana for Life. Please join me in welcoming our guest, Dr. Rita J Mcguire, Chief Medical Officer with Wakana for Life, and our own Zoom member, Brenda Starr Woods, who is not only a Chi-Town hoofer, but also a Wakana CBD convert. Welcome. And Brenda, may I please ask you to introduce Dr. Mcguire?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Susan. And I'd like to send a shout out to all of my Royalty 10 team members who have joined us today. We're in a competition in Wakana, and it is my pleasure. I'm full of excitement of being able to present this wonderful woman. Dr. Rita Mcguire, MD, affectionately known as Dr. Rita, is an OB-GYN with a 30-plus year career serving as medical director and attending physician for prominent academic and community safety net hospitals. With recent appointments, interim clinician for infectious control, COVID preparedness, and the emergency use authorization vaccine team. Dr. Rita, the first physician in Illinois to certify patients in the Opiate Alternative Pilot Program, is a dedicated advocate for the education and legalization of medical cannabis, and has testified before the Illinois House of Representatives, assisting in the legalization of adult use cannabis in Illinois. Dr. Rita, the co-founder and chief medical officer of the only African-American female-owned hemp company in Illinois, a certified physician for the Medical Cannabis Patient Program, and a member of Doctors for Cannabis Regulation. Dr. Rita effectively educates and empowers diverse audiences across the globe on the amazing benefits of the medical cannabis. I bring to you the lady that I call bionic, and I truly love her, Dr. Rita J Mcguire.
Thank you so much, Brenda. Wow, that was really, So honored. That was great. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. And I want to thank you, ladies, with the St. Benedict African Parish for having me this afternoon. I want to welcome all of our Royalty 10 members. You all look so beautiful. And we will get started. I want to first say that I'm an obstetrician gynecologist that I've always have been very passionate about offering alternatives to my patients, offering natural alternatives, because in the 30 years that I've practiced medicine, we still, even you on the line, we still battle with the fact that many of our friends and family and maybe ourselves are on multiple medications that cause side effects. And so what we're going to talk about today is a natural, organic, holistic way of addressing our health, of addressing stress, addressing anxiety, addressing insomnia, addressing pain, and so many other conditions that even when we think about taking something benign like a Motrin or a Tylenol, these long terms have effects on our kidneys, on our liver. So I'm really excited to empower you about a plant that's been used for centuries. I mean, cannabis has been used medicinally since 2737 BC. It's an herb, it's a flower that has been cultivated in God's earth for many, many years to address pain and anxiety and depression. In fact, this plant was used in many, many medicines and pharmaceutical companies that we know today. Eli Lilly, Park Davis, Pfizer, all of these companies used cannabis-based medicine for treatment. So it's nothing new, but what it is a stigma that many of us have to get past, right? When we hear the word cannabis, we automatically think marijuana, right? We think about getting high or having a euphoria or paranoia. But what's interesting, 3 years ago, I learned that there's a part of the plant that doesn't get you high. It doesn't give you the euphoria. It doesn't give you the paranoia. It is a separate part of the plant called hemp. And the only thing that I knew about hemp was really hemp seeds. You go to the health food store, you see hemp seeds and smoothies or hemp seeds and cereal. That was really the only thing I knew about hemp. I didn't realize that hemp can be used in a tincture. It can be used in a gummy. It can be used in a topical, in a salve. It can be used in a spice. It can be used in a butter. It can be used in so many different forms that one can consume and will put our body in balance. And so that's what brings us to CBD. See, CBD or cannabidiol is the number one constituent or the number one compound that the hemp plant makes. Now, marijuana, on the other hand, has a compound called THC. That's the number one compound that marijuana makes. And that's the part of the plant we're not going to talk about today. Why? Because it's illegal and it makes us high, and none of us on this line want to use it. But what we are going to talk about is the legal part of the plant. That's the hemp species. See, the hemp species was made legal in 2018. So what we see is a plant that over 80 years has been illegal, but in 2018, that part of the plant was made legal to consume, to cultivate, to sell in all 50 states. So CBD from hemp is legal. It is something you can consume very safely without failing a drug screen. It can be consumed very safely without getting any psychoactive or high or euphoria. It's something that you can use on parts on your body that hurt. Maybe you have arthritis, maybe you have lupus or fibromyalgia, or maybe you have neuropathy or sciatica, or maybe you have issues that are from working out. I work out every day, so maybe you've got plantar fasciitis or heel spurs. And when you think about all the things that CBD does, many times folks say, well, how does it do it? You know, it really sounds like a snake oil or a magical potion. How can this plant address anxiety, insomnia, and pain, and lupus, and symptoms that are due to fibromyalgia, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease? How does it do all of those things? And what's interesting, as a physician, when I was introduced to hemp and CBD, I wanted to see the science. That's what we physicians want to see. We want to see the science behind something, because we know that we want to offer our patients something that's safe. We don't want to offer a natural alternative that will harm our patients. And so the science is very, very well known. I mean, the science of CBD and how it works in our body has been known for really since 1964. And it's called the endocannabinoid system. And I say 1964 because in 1964, a scientist out of Israel discovered THC. And in his discovery of THC, and why does THC make people high? He discovered that there's a system that we all possess. Every single one of us on this line has an endocannabinoid system that when we consume CBD, it sends out signals to different parts of our body to put our body in balance. And I was blown away, because I was like, I was never taught that in medical school. I was never taught this in residency. But you can Google the endocannabinoid system and really see over 20,000 peer-reviewed articles, article after article after article after article about how CBD works. And so, of course, the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about that, because the pharmaceutical companies make their money in you purchasing medication each and every month. And I was trained at Wayne State School of Medicine, so I'm not a physician that was trained in herbal medicine. I'm not a naturopath. I'm not a chiropractor or integrative functional medicine doc. I'm a real physician that trained in the conservative Western medicine, trained at Wayne State School of Medicine, where they taught you to write a prescription when your patients come in. Not to write for an herb, not to suggest an herb, and never, absolutely not to suggest or recommend hemp or CBD. So I understand that the barriers there are still here, even though it is legal. You know, many of us still have that negative stigma. And so that's what Wakana brings to our communities all over the United States, our communities here in Chicago, Bronzeville, our communities in Inglewood. We bring the education to help end the negative stigma. We bring the opportunity not only to end the negative stigma, but to end the negative stigma intentionally. Because our communities are the ones that still are suffering from diabetes and hypertension and heart disease and mental illness. These are preventable conditions that we can change the trajectory of our health with CBD. And not only that, we are committed to be a catalyst to help change the financial barriers that this industry poses against those who want to get into the space of cannabis, those who want to find their niche in cannabis, find their way in cannabis, you know, either as a physician and really educating those around me, my peers, my community, but even those who may want to learn how to produce products or make products or formulate products. So we're really excited because we have the opportunity to use this platform with CBD, to use this platform with our company, Wakana, to change the health, the wealth, and even the legacy. You know, when we think about so many of our communities, and when we pass on, what do? We leave a lot of debt. We've got to stop that. We've got to stop that. We've got to start to build wealth in our community. And this industry, by being a billion-dollar industry, it can do that. And we can take advantage of that. You know, 86% of the arrests in the inner city are African American men when it comes to cannabis. But yet, not one African American owns a dispensary in Illinois. Zero.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. I know when it was first came about and it was being legalized here, my sister, she's on the line too, we were researching that, and the entry point was just astronomical. And I think they wanted cash. Is that right, Sharon? She's muted. But
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, millions of dollars. I mean, the application
connotations, I think most people immediately go to like the Reefer Madness movies or the Cheech and Chong movies and think of it in that way. But of course, this is not that.
Absolutely. Yeah, the entry point is in millions of dollars. Application fee is non-refundable, $250,000. So Wakana has a opportunity for our community to become involved on the legal aspect of the cannabis plant, which is the hemp. It gives our communities an opportunity to get on the health side, to use these products to improve their health, and to get on the legal side of this plant to really produce, like I say, that legacy, that wealth creation that we so lack in our community. So our product line is an organic line. We use all organic products. You know, hemp, when you grow it, it's a bioaccumulator. So you want to make sure that when you use CBD products, you use products from a reputable company. Our company will test every single product that we offer. We have certificates of analysis. And that's important because when you grow hemp and it's not grown in organic soil, it can accumulate toxins and heavy metals, pesticides and mold and mildew. And when you're talking about helping someone in your family or even yourself to improve their health, and you give them a product that has toxins or heavy metals, it can make them very sick. So it's critical in this industry to have a product and a company that you trust, a product and a company that tests their products, and a product and a company that has the legal limit of THC. Let's talk about that.
So now with that, will the CBD show up like in a urine drug screen?
So we have a product line that will not show up in your urine drug screen. And that product line is our pure line. It's a broad spectrum, where that line doesn't have the 0.3%, which is the legal limit of THC when it comes from hemp. It has less than 0.0% of THC. So we have a whole product line for those police officers, those teachers, airline pilots, and stewardess, all of those who still undergo random drug screen. We have a whole line of CBD, our pure line, for products that they can take. And then we have another line. Those are our full spectrum products, which have the legal limit of THC. You know, by definition, the legal limit of THC from hemp is 0.3% or less. Again, that's another reason why you want to purchase products and align yourself with a company that tests their CBD, because you never want to take a product that has more THC in it and get into trouble as well. So those are those really critical things that many people don't think about, because you can find CBD at the gas station. You can find CBD at the um, video store. There's a video store at 183rd and Dixie Highway where I live in Homewood, where you can buy CBD at smoke shops. But again, these products are not tested, and that's really, really, really critical. So Wakana is our company. We are the only African American female company owned CBD company in Illinois. We launched our company in 2019, April 20th of 2019. And we're excited because, we really beat all odds. And meaning that we are pioneers in this space. We are called the Harriet Tubmans of this space. We don't have a lot of folks in the CBD space, and we don't have a lot of African American females in the space.
And that's so true. And I love the name. Was that inspired by Wakana of Black Panther?
It was inspired by our CEO. Our CEO, Melissa Boston, was given the word Wakana, and the word means gift of God. It means total harmony. It means that girl, and it means young leaves. So when you think about the plant, it's just so appropriate, the meaning. Gift of God, young leaves, total harmony, and that girl, or female, the female part of the plant. So Wakana was launched in April 20th, 2019, and what happened? We get hit with this global pandemic, right? We're a home-based business model. And despite the global pandemic, we have done to date, since we've launched, we've done $5.4 million in sales.
Right.
So we've done really well. And the reason why we've done so well is because our products work. Our products work, and because of word of mouth, we've been very successful. And what I love about Wakana, we give back to the community. During Thanksgiving, we gave over $10,000 in meals to families. We did the same thing a couple of months back where we gave away free groceries. During the start of the global pandemic, we gave away PPEs to Roseland Community Hospital, to one of the Chicago police departments in Bronzeville. So we're always giving back to our community as we are building legacy for our family and really helping our communities to understand that this part of the plant is safe and it's effective, and absolutely is a great way to have an entry point to a very regulated industry that's keeping so many of us out, despite the fact that we are the ones that are still serving time. We are the ones that still have records for small possession of a plant that many of the Europeans are making millions and millions and millions of dollars every single day from the cannabis industry.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions for Dr. Rita?
I do. This is Sharon. Oh, so hi, Dr. Rita. So I'm just curious, like where's your product grown and manufactured?
So our products, we have products that are grown in Oregon, Colorado, and Kentucky. We have a relationship with African American cultivars and growers in those states. Our products are grown organically, and what we love about our products are that they're unique. So what you'll find when you purchase our products and use our products is that we have proprietary formulas on all of our products. So it's not just CBD. We understand the medicinal benefits of essential oils. So we use a lot of essential oils with our CBD just to enhance the effectiveness of CBD. So we use turmeric. We all know turmeric has anti-inflammatory properties, antioxidative properties, good for memory. We use black seed. Black seed is another essential oil that helps to reduce inflammation, aids in digestion, helps to improve cholesterol. Black seed, if you study black seed, It actually helps to rebuild the beta cells of the pancreas. So your type 1 and your type 2 diabetics improve because we've added the black seed. We use peppermint. Peppermint also aids in digestion and reducing inflammation. So our formulators, use these organic tinctures, and we have very unique formulas to improve the overall effectiveness when we're using our CBD products.
Okay, thank you. I did a few years back, a lot of research on essential oils, and I really got into that. So when you were mentioning the endocannabinoid system, I think that was something that was really remarkable because the essential oils basically work on that same system. Absolutely. So, and it's again something that, it's not widely known that system exists in our bodies.
It's deemed the most vital regulatory system in our body. I mean, it regulates our mood, our blood pressure, our pulse rate. It regulates our sleep and wake cycles. It regulates our metabolism. It regulates every single organ and gland in our body to keep it in balance. And it's really important because our bodies are out of balance, right?
Yeah.
We eat, the air we're breathing, we can't get around that, the water we drink, the stress we're under, the sleep deprivation that we endure, at least I endure a lot of sleep deprivation these days. So all of that makes a big, it takes a big toll on our body. All of those environmental stressors, external stressors, internal stressors, causes that endocannabinoid system to be deficient. When it's deficient, that's when disease occurs. That's when inflammation. That's when you can't sleep. That's when you can't digest foods properly. That's when you have GERD and reflux. So the endocannabinoid system is a very important system, and that's how CBD works and the other cannabinoids from the plant work in our body.
So is there a particular product you recommend for insomnia?
We have great products for insomnia. We recommend our tinctures. Tinctures are oils that you place underneath the tongue, and you hold that tincture under your tongue for about 60 seconds before you swallow. That's an important part, so it's absorbed in the glands and can get into the bloodstream. And then we also recommend our gummies, our edibles. I use a gummy every single night to assist not only my sleep, but because CBD helps with inflammation, it's also working on those joints. That sore right knee I have, that sore right shoulder I have in my lower back, because I do work out a lot. And so those are the products that I use for insomnia, as well as we have other products that you can add to those. We have spices that you can use in your food to enhance the effectiveness of CBD while you're cooking. We have products that you can smoke. They're called smokables. We have vape cartridges. We have CBD joints. I love using the CBD joints in my patients that smoke cigarettes. I didn't realize how many people still smoke cigarettes. But CBD blocks the craving of nicotine. So it's very effective in those patients as well. We have topicals. Our topical products used at night helps to really relax the muscles. Sometimes you can't sleep because you're just so tense. Everything is tense. So our topicals, our tinctures, our gummies, and our smokables are 4 different products that you can use in combination or alone for insomnia.
Now,
question.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I had a question.
Mad Sue.
Mad Sue, go ahead.
Yes. Hi, Dr. Rita. That turmeric, you can use that in your food. Would that help?
Well, we have a product specifically that we use when we're baking, cooking, or you can use in food and liquid. And those particular products do not contain the turmeric. Those particular products don't contain the turmeric just because the taste, let's say you're baking some brownies, or maybe you're making mashed potatoes, whatever you're making, that turmeric may not be the best flavor.
Yes.
We have two products that do not contain turmeric that you can bake with, you can cook with, you can put in your water. It's a water soluble product without those flavors.
Okay, the black seed oil.
The black seed oil is in our tincture. Our 500 milligram tincture has the black seed, turmeric, and peppermint. That's our number 1 seller, and that's a tincture you place underneath the tongue.
Okay, because I bought some black seed oil, and I was told to a tablespoon and some juice.
Well, it's best absorbed when you put it underneath the tongue, so that those glands, called the sublingual glands underneath your tongue, can get it to the bloodstream more effectively.
Oh, okay.
It's not doing you any harm, but it's not cost effective, because when you do it that way, it's not absorbed. Half of it is probably just not being absorbed and wasted. So you might as well use it underneath the tongue, which we recommend. We've got a black seed standalone product that's really amazing. That you would put underneath your tongue and let it absorb so it can get to the bloodstream and just be much more effective.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Yes, how do we get, this is Ada, how do you get a catalog of your products?
Yes, so you're going to go to our website, which is cbdstar, STAR.wakana.com. Brenda Starr, that is her website, and correct me if I'm incorrect, Brenda. cbdstar, STARR.wakana.com.
Yes, Dr.
Brenda,
Rita, they can't
Brenda,
go
you
that
sent
way.
that just to me.
Oh, I did. I said,
Yeah, send it to everybody.
Okay, I apologize. Dr. Rita, I do have a direct link to my Wakana page.
Okay.
It's the CBD Star with 2 R's.com.
Look at Brenda, direct access, the CBD Star. You'll put that in the chat.
I'm adding that in the chat to everyone.
And she'll let you get that. But yeah, we're really excited.
Spell that Wakana.
WAKANNA.
I'll put that into
Okay.
Brenda has it. The CBDstar.com.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dr. Rita,
this
is Betty.
Yes. You got your power gummies. Those are amazing.
I have the power gummies, and I have trouble sleeping. I know there are a couple of my friends who know that so well about it. But I have been taking it, and I was like so surprised to wake up and it was not 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm already a fan.
You know, our immune system resets itself when we sleep. So if we're not getting proper sleep, we truly are doing an injustice, especially during this global pandemic where our immune systems need to be optimal. So we also offer immune defense products that you consume. We also offer sanitation products that you can use in your home to really help to fight against bacterial and viral particles that are now very, very prevalent. So we've thought about everything here at Wakana. Of course, when the pandemic hit, we had to pivot. We had to make sure that we were really offering products to our customers that really address the coronavirus. And again, you know, the FDA doesn't allow us to say that CBD cures, it mitigates. We can't make diagnosis, but what we can do is really show you that there is science behind how it works. It's not a snake oil. It's not a magical potion. The endocannabinoid system is a very, very researched system that we all possess, and all have the opportunity of consuming CBD and putting our body back in balance. So the science is fascinating. The science is there.
I have a question.
The powder gummies have a.
I'm sorry, this was Sharon.
I just have.
So, go ahead, Susan.
No, go ahead.
So, Dr. Rita, I had actually purchased it's a little jar of oil that my cousin had recommended, and I think she might be a distributor with you. I don't know, but at the time I wasn't aware of like the whole company's background. But she recommended it for my hair, but I think I'm not using it correctly. So it's like it's got a lot of peppermint in it, so it's really fragrant. So I was wondering, would I get the same effect if I did it like the tincture method under the tongue, or does it have to be applied directly to the hair?
Yeah, so our Empowered Hair, thank you for bringing that
That's
up.
it, yep.
Aaron. Our Empowered Hair is a product that we use for those who have alopecia, hair thinning, hair loss. It can be used topically, or it can be used internally. So this is a product that does have the legal limit of THC. So if you're having drug screens at your job, you want to use it topically. But if you don't have urine drug screens at your job, absolutely you can use that same product by placing it underneath the tongue twice a day for hair restoration, for thicker hair, for more volume, for even if you're not losing your hair, you don't see that your hair is thinning, just as a preventive measure to continue to have that amount of hair on your head that you want to really last forever. So yes, you can use that internally under the tongue.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, we have a whole hair line: shampoo, conditioner, detangler, entire CBD Save Your Strands hairline that we're very, very excited about.
Now I noticed on the power there is, so this has the legal limit.
Yeah.
So you can take too much of this?
Well, if you take too much of it, you'll just get a little sleepy.
Okay.
That's about it. So you want to take the amount about in the gummies 30 to 45 minutes before you're about to go to sleep, so that it can help you to have that restorative sleep. You know, that sleep when you wake up and feel rested and not fatigued. So most people do well with 30 to 45 minutes before they go to sleep. Some people need 2. My daughter needs 3. You know, those young Gen Zs and millennials. So more is not better when we speak about CBD. You don't need a lot of CBD in most instances to get the resolution or the desired effect. So start low and start slow. We recommend you start with half a gummy and then work up. If you need more than half, go up to 1, maybe 30 minutes later.
How long?
What's interesting is that, they've done studies on cannabis as a whole, the marijuana part of the cannabis, and no one has ever died from cannabis, ever. 0. No one's ever died. Now,
Earl, you had a question?
If you get cannabis from a non-regulated place, because people don't like when I say black market, but if you get cannabis off the street, you may die because many people put fillers in that cannabis, rat poison, fentanyl, very harmful chemicals.
Burl, you had a question?
Yes, Susan. I'm trying to find out how long does it take? Like you're saying, you take a gummy before you go to bed. What if you're like a smoker and you want to take it to quit smoking? Is that what you said? Or
yes,
how long?
We have a great product, our CBD pre-rolls or our CBD vape. Each time you have a desire or craving to smoke, you would pick up that CBD joint and smoke it, 1 to 3 pulls each time you have that craving. How long will it take for you to stop smoking? Well, I've got 5 patients who have really decreased their intake of nicotine by 30% over the last month. So everybody is different, depends on how long you've been smoking and how much you've been smoking. But CBD has been shown to block those reward centers in your brain so you don't continue to have those cravings.
Now, for the arthritis, what do you do? Just rub it on?
For arthritis, I recommend the tincture underneath the tongue. I recommend the topicals that you rub on areas that is affected with pain and inflammation. I recommend the gummies at night so that you're not awakened. And at night, again, I rub that topical on at night as well, so that when I'm sleeping, all of these CBD products are working as I sleep. So the topical, the tinctures, and the gummies are 3 products right out of the gate you want to use if you suffer from symptoms due to arthritis, sciatica, neuropathy.
Okay, Miss Betty, you had a question?
Yes, Dr. Rita, this is Betty. What about anxiety? What do you recommend for that?
So anxiety is another really great way of using CBD. You know, CBD, the way it works with anxiety, it helps to release more dopamine and serotonin in our brain. And when that is released, we have a reduction in anxiety, we have a reduction in depression, and we sleep better. So again, with anxiety, I would recommend the tincture twice a day underneath the tongue. I would recommend the gummies at night. I would recommend the vape cartridge. Whenever I have a very anxiety-provoking delivery, where I either have to fracture the clavicle, or I have to do an emergency C-section, I have to do something really fast and acute, it causes anxiety, and I will use my vape after my delivery or after a very stressful situation. See, when you vape or use any of the smokable products, they actually work within 1 to 5 minutes. They get into your bloodstream really, really fast. The other products take between 20 minutes to almost 90 minutes to get into the bloodstream. Like the gummies can take up to 90 minutes. So you always want to have that cartridge, that pre-roll, by your side for those acute conditions of anxiety, the acute conditions of a migraine maybe, or pain. Now, I don't force people to smoke CBD. You know, if you've never been a smoker or you're not interested at all in learning how to, we have other products that you can use that will be very, very effective in helping you to get resolution.
We have a couple comments in
Thank
the
you.
chat. People who want to know how to take advantage of the opportunities to invest in the company or to become part of the company.
Wonderful. So we have currently 75 investors that invested in Wakana. When that opens up again, we will let you know, because there is an opportunity to invest in our company. Our opportunity to become a distributor, like the Royal 10 distributors that are on the line today, is something that is very, very easy, and it's very, very affordable. It will be an opportunity that when you look at the industry, it's a $22 billion industry, and you look at the fact that to become a distributor in a $22 billion industry is only $998. That is the cost to become a distributor. That affords you not only products, but it also includes our education. We have a Wakana University. We have a whole university where we teach you everything about CBD. Everything that I've said today, you will be able to say as well. We teach you about dosing. We teach you about which products to recommend. We teach you about essential oils. We teach you about the compensation plan. We even teach you how to brand and to market yourself on social media. So all of that is included in that $998 package. It's over $1,500 for the product. You have your education, We do have a test that's open book and open computer because we take this business very seriously. You know, you need to take a test after you use our Wakana University, which is an online boarding system, by 70%. And once you pass that test, you have confidence. You're an entrepreneur. You're a Wakana entrepreneur. You're a CBD expert. And so that is the package. It's very affordable. You can break it up in 2 payments. And when you think about the opportunity, it makes sense.
So then me and Sharon can come in as a team, right?
You will contact Brenda. You will come in as an individual, and then you will join our team. And
Okay.
we all know the benefits of a home-based business. You know, the tax write-off, the opportunity to be your own boss, to have a flexible time for family, for friends. All of our business is done online, on a Zoom. Because of the global pandemic, many of us are not meeting. We do all of our business online, and it's a lot of fun. It's real easy, and it's going to be the way of life.
Can you join as an LLC?
Yes, you can join as an LLC, and that is something that you would just, when you're applying and filling out your application, you would put that TIN number, and absolutely yes.
Dr. Rita, is this $998? Is that per person, or you can come in as maybe 2 or 3 people?
People typically don't come in 2 or 3 people because it's really hard to split your commission with 2 or 3 people, right? You always have that person that's
Doing all the work.
doing anything. You have the other person that's doing all the work. So, yeah, we recommend that you not do that unless you're married.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
LaShawn, you had another question?
Susan, I do. This is Burl.
Okay, go ahead, Burl.
Is this product covered through your insurance?
It is not. It's not covered through your insurance.
Okay.
Could you be covered? Would it be covered through like a FSA as a over the counter?
No, it's not.
Okay, so it's kind of like vitamins, that kind of category.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And our products are very affordable. I mean, we have products that are as low as $14.95. So we have a wide range, but most of our products are around $60 to $70, which is very affordable when you talk about an organic, tested CBD product.
Yeah.
Dr. Rita, what product would you recommend for diabetes?
I would recommend our Hempranium 500. That's our tincture. I would recommend our black seed. I always recommend the additional bottle of black seed for those diabetics. I would recommend also our gummies at night. Again, what you want to do is you want to make sure the CBD is pretty much in a constant state in the body, even when you're sleeping, right? Diabetes, hypertension, obesity, arthritis, those are 4 chronic conditions that have one thing in common, and that's inflammation. Inflammation of the beta cells, inflammation of the blood vessels, inflammation of the joints. CBD is an anti-inflammatory. So its role in improving diabetes is to bring down that inflammation. You marry that with the anti-inflammatory diet, no more fried foods, processed foods, with CBD, exercise, your water. You know, you got to work with CBD. You can't
Take it.
think that you can just take CBD and it's going to be a miracle. And you're
Right.
still eating Harold's chicken and Italia Fiesta pizza. You know, you've got to continue to modify those lifestyle things that make a difference, can change the trajectory of your health along with the CBD.
Okay, so actually the product will help a number of things. That one product could help a number of things that are going wrong with you, in other words.
And it does it through working with the endocannabinoid system.
Right.
It does it through reducing inflammation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. So not a magic
Yeah, this
pill,
was really
but
interesting.
close.
Yeah, you gotta do your part too.
Do your part too. And
You
it's
would mention
hard.
Italian Fiesta.
I know it's hard. I mean, if I could eat popcorn and pizza, that's all I would eat every day. That's all I love. But we understand that is not going to be long term
Right.
for a healthy lifestyle, right? And we've already, culturally are at risk, have a higher incidence for comorbidities. So that's why it's imperative that we get the word out about our products, to get the word out about our company, because our health and our wealth is something that we need to take back for our community, for our great, 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 great grandchildren, and for our families.
I had a question for start. Everything is online now, so and I know you all just started in about a year, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So, are you all like in Whole Foods or Mariano's or any places like that yet?
We're a home-based business model, and so we do all of our marketing through our distributors, through word of mouth. We have our corporate office in Bronzeville, so you can come on by 411 East 35th Street. You won't be able to come up to the upstairs, but you absolutely can come to the downstairs and pick up your products and meet some of our corporate staff members. Social distancing is in place. We even have a way where we deliver the products to you, so it's contactless.
Contact free.
Yes.
Contact free. Right. So once things open up, that's where we have our meetings. That's where we empower people in the community to come by and listen to our focus groups. That's where we have our events. It's over a 5,000 square foot building that our corporate offices are in. That's Wakana for Life. So we're really proud of our growth, and we're proud of what we're doing in the community, and we're really excited about our revenues. And that's exciting because many businesses have gone out of business during this time, and we continue to break all records. In November, we did over $800,000 in revenue because people want, for Christmas, health. They want health. They want wealth. They want a vehicle that they can bring in an extra stream of income by sharing these products and getting commissions on all of these products that they sell. So we're excited that, you gave Royalty 10 an opportunity to really share our story. We want you to lock arms with us, either as a customer and a business partner. And you will get all of that information from Brenda. She's going to, help you navigate your way through coming in at $9.98, understanding why that's an important way to come in. And if not that, being a customer, support her business. We all love supporting Black businesses, and that's why we're here today, to support each and every one us in our communities.
Thank you, Dr.
Excellent. Thank you
so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been great.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
I know it's always hard when my brother and I were even talking about it, because I was telling him about the CBD, about the gummies that I had been taking, and it has really helped me even curb that sugar craving, which for me is amazing because I am the sweet tooth. But he was saying how he went into, like everybody else did when they first opened up, and see, let's see, maybe something will help. And you go in, and he was saying how they were like, do you want, edibles? Do you want to smoke? Do you want to, a cream. And he's like, well, he didn't know. And he's like, well, what do you want? Do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want that? Well, how about this? He was like, okay, never mind, and just left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like too many different things but this was excellent. And to have someone like Brenda who can tell you, okay, if you're having this issue, this is what you need to try, is a great thing. And I think the model that you have with your distributors is wonderful.
Yeah, I was actually making CBD cream for a while because I had found a essential oil company who was one of the few out of Colorado that was allowed to ship like a CBD laced essential oil, and it was called CBD Flame. So I had made some for my mother. I made a burn cream for my son. So I was really into this.
Wow.
And, yeah. So I'm kind of familiar with some of the terminology that you're using.
Thank you, Karen.
I'm
Macy,
excited.
you had a comment?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I have a comment.
Yes.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Gila. I am with Royalty 10. I'm so thankful for you all hosting us today. Thank you so much, Dr. Rita, as always, so full of information and hope for us in this industry. I just really wanted to come in really quick and just say I was an individual who came into Wakana solely to get in business. That was my objective. I really didn't know a lot about CBD. I wanted to take part in the business because I was just out up north a couple of months before finding out about Wakana, and we were vending with my son who has his own apparel line, his cannabis accessories and apparel line. And so many people who did not look like me came up asking for CBD by the groves. And I was just blown away because I didn't even know what it was. I'd never heard of it, but I just said to him, look, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, you need it. And at that point, that's when I began to seek out opportunities. Prior to that, about 2 months prior to that, I had went to a information powwow session with an MLM company, but I was not interested in beauty. I was interested in the speaker and how she was saying she had took off from her business for 2 years and was still receiving $5,000 checks a month. And so that, coupled with learning about CBD set me on the path to want to find an opportunity where I could be in a position to do the same thing that she did, but with something that was that I knew was meaningful. And then when I came into Wakana, I was so just taken aback because it was exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for a company that sold a quality product that I could actually make liquid income from, which is what you get when you purchase that $9.98 dispensary. You come in, there's your liquid income on the spot, so you can sell products. But it also gave me the opportunity to begin to lay the foundation for what I heard that woman on stage talking about, which was setting up and positioning myself to be the beneficiary of residual income and setting up generational wealth. So I was just so happy to be a part of that. And then to come into a place where, oh, this can actually help me and my anxiety and my depression, which were my issues. And literally 3 days after starting my regimen, I called Dr. Rita because at that point I hadn't been educated. I was just like, what happened to the anxiety? What happened to my, do you remember when I called you?
Yes, I
Dr.
do.
Rita asked like, what's going on? Because I could feel it in my body. I could feel the calm. I could feel the stresslessness. I could feel it. And I was just so amazed. And that's really when I began just studying. Now you can't stop me. But I'm just
piggybacking and trying to comment on, the business side as well as the health benefits. And someone did mention anxiety and depression, and you still have so many ways you could take it. There is a water soluble product. Someone mentioned putting it in their juice. There's a water soluble product. You can put that in your water, in your tea, on your greens, on your toast. It's there. So
in your cupcakes.
I just wanted to comment and just say thank you all so much for hosting this event today, and thank you, Dr. Rita.
Thank you, Delita.
Quick question. So you've mentioned, was it Royalty 12 or 10?
Royalty 10.
So is that like a group of distributors that works together, or is that how
It is. So
does that tie in? Okay.
So this company is, when I tell you, they are preparing their distributors. Now, there are so many different opportunities that people jump in, right? And then they're just left hanging. They're left hanging. They don't know what to do. They don't know which direction to go in. This company and the 4 founders have come together in their own synergy and put together programming to assist their distributors. There's nobody in Wakanda that can say they have been left hanging just on the corporate level, because there's education every single day. So what they launched last month was a massive action to challenge to grow and boom your business. And so we are part of a massive action challenge where teams of 10 have been assembled, and we have been given strict guidelines of what we are to do to increase our business, to promote ourselves, to take advantage of becoming greater and better leaders, to become more educated on the product, more educated on the company. And so that's what this is. Our team is called Royalty 10. And there are 10 of us, and I think most of us are on this. I think, too, we have a couple of people that had to work their doctors, too. So, that's what Royalty 10 is. And it's been the best experience so far. I'm not only in the coming together of people, some who I didn't even know in the company, but that's what this does. It forces you to step out of your own way, to expand your mindset, roll up your sleeves, and get to work. And just in this, we launched February 1st, and already we truly see massive results within the team. So, and here we are. I believe that this event was planned prior to us coming together as a team. But just in the month of February so far, we've had 7 different Zooms where we've educated individuals. We've had a Valentine's Day party. We've had a customer appreciation service. And we're doing so much more. Saturday, it's Saturday tomorrow. The days are rolling by because we're constantly busy. But tomorrow we're having a fireside chat where we are discussing in depth the Marijuana Tax Act law of 1937 and how racism and discrimination and politics all play, and how one man started the whole show of us despising cannabis for 70 years. So all of this is a result of Wakanda University being educated. You are over-educated. Yep. If you have 10 minutes, 20 or 30 extra in a day, there's something that you can watch, and you never leave without learning anything new. You never leave. There's always something that you learn. So in terms of coming into the business and locking arms and becoming a partner with Wakanda, I say don't miss out on this opportunity. Don't miss out to create the generational wealth. Don't miss out, because we missed out on internet. Yeah. We missed out on that.
Bitcoin.
We missed out on a lot of those things.
A lot of things.
And so
Bitcoin.
There's no reason, there's no excuse to miss out on CBD, the cannabis plant that was released in 2018, because so many other people are taking advantage of this, and they have structured this company to give us an opportunity
to lay down that wealth and create it and begin building. And it's transferable to your generations, to your family.
It's a willable
Excellent.
business.
It's willable. So there's
Excellent, excellent.
But thank you. Don't start me because I'll keep on going.
Okay.
All right.